Good morning and welcome to In the Car with Clint. It has been a long time, and I haven't really thought about, I guess I'll probably work it out while I'm talking, but I started making the In the Car with Clint series as a way of almost daily vlogging what's going on, to try and make some kind of productivity or make the time in my commute more productive, rather than listening to audio books or making phone calls, which are two other things that I might do while I'm driving, but with a view of, I think, with a two view approach. One was to leave some kind of legacy information that maybe my children will be able to look back on at some point. They're all young now, and maybe the lessons that I'm trying to teach aren't sinking in, and they might want to look back on it if I have a unexpected end to life, but also to help shortcut learnings for others. And I spend a little bit of time on social media really just to see what's going on, and to get an understanding around what's working in marketing and what trends are and that kind of thing. And I was questioning the how I should do these videos, and people's attention span's so short that when I do a short form video, or an angry, if I do a short form angry video, it performs better. And I mean, that is the bottom line around why social media can be such a negative place, because it gets more reach and then the algorithms kind of push those up. But I was thinking about it over the last week that maybe I need to just get back to excuse me, making the videos like I used to. And far out, I'm so sorry. Making the videos like I used to. So just really talking about what's going on, and throwing it up on whatever platform it is. And if someone watches it, they watch it, and if they don't, and that's fine, because it's there for me more than anyone, but as a diary to refer back to, and then like a legacy thing. But if other people can take benefit from it, then so be it. So you'll probably start to see In the Car with Clint kind of jump around a bit, and I think you might find that it'll be some short form stuff, which might be lessons that I want to share and things that I've learned along the way, and then there might be some longer form where I talk about what's going on. So since I'm so sorry since last time we spoke, what's happened? So I don't think I made it In the Car with Clint since last year, and that might be an exaggeration, but it feels like it's been months. And at the start of this year, I sat down and wrote down around about 3 goals, and these were to try and keep me focused on the year and make sure that I make a productive year. And it's really funny how when you write down a goal and then put it into the universe, and when I say put it into the universe, start speaking the goal to people and saying, I want to do this, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this, how things just happen to come to you. And so this is the crazy thing, I can't even remember all 3 of them, but one of the goals was to write a book. I've got this book in my head around a business book that I wanted to write around real practical tips around growing it was really to grow from $0 to $10 million, because that's something that I know how to do, and I have done, unlike a lot of other authors that might be writing a book on how to sell books, and the book just says write books and sell books. But I wanted to write this book that had practical tips around doing that, but doing it in my way. And obviously my way is what I think is right, but obviously everyone has a different way to do things. I just think that in the early days of working with Jody from the 7 Effect, when we were kind of trying to extract what I wanted out of life and do some personal development, it's some like growing a honey empire. That's the thing, I kept calling it honey empire, was something that was really important to me, which was growing a large business, and $100 million of annual turnover was the goal. I haven't talked about this publicly, but that goal's probably going to change. I think in more real terms, the number I'm thinking about now is 250, so $250 million of annual turnover. I just think it's more realistic in today's economy, and with inflation, $100 million isn't what it was. So I wanted to do that by treating people right. And I think that, I made it in the car with Clint that probably went up yesterday about playing the long game and people making short-term decisions that are going to affect their long-term. And so to grow a honey empire can take longer, I think, because I'm not making short-term decisions around that might cut a person or a business out of my life because I've done the wrong thing and I've climbed the ladder too aggressively. I've also been thinking a lot about the fact that I'm doing it in South Australia, which is such a small market compared to markets in other states and around the world. And so that's part of the decision to move, to launch businesses in bigger markets. So I'm so sorry. Where we're at, we're in the process of divesting railways from the Hectagon Group. I came to the realization that I wasn't giving railways its fullest attention as a business, and I didn't think it was fair to the company and to the people that work in the company to be the unappreciated stepchild, for lack of a better term. Not saying that that's something that I feel or experience, but I couldn't think of a better way of putting it. Of this business that's come into the group at late, and Waterpro and now Lawn Hub even more are getting a lot of my attention, and the railways just was being run very well under management, but without a lot of support from me, and I just didn't think it was the right thing. And so what the plan was to take that and then divest it well. So that's been a really important thing for me, that in selling railways, that we still run it through the filter of the 12 immutable laws. There was a period where in the early stages of that process, I was talking to someone that turned out to not be someone that I think that I would want my team to, I guess, be working for. And so that changed my decision around whether or not was part of the reason that changed my decision around selling it to them. And now that we're working with someone who I believe has very parallel views around how to treat people, I'm really much more excited, and I think that the staff will be well looked after should the sale go through. And obviously we're still in the early stages of negotiation. And it's quite funny that a lot of people, when they go to sell a business, will be really secretive, and they won't talk about it because due diligence and things could go wrong and it could fall down. And what if this person finds out? What if that person finds out? I actually told the staff first that I was working on a sale, because I hated the idea of them rocking up to work one day and going, "Oh, this is my new boss. Sold the business from underneath you." These guys some of them have been with the business for 20 years or more, and I just think it was really disrespectful not to make them part of the decision, or not part of the decision, but part of the process, and keep them in the loop. I guess there's probably commercial reasons why people don't do it another way. I just feel like it's the right thing to do to make sure that they're across a sale of a business that's in most cases 20 or 30% of their life. So made the decision to divest of railways, and then so that was one goal. One of the other goals was to write the book, which I haven't even started. Well, I have started it. I've got a lot of it kind of working in my head, but the book's getting better every day because I'm learning. And then the third one was to launch Lawn Hub in the United States of America. Now, launching a fertilizer business in the US is a little bit more complicated than I thought, and this is a very good insight into my personality. I was just like, this is legitimately what I thought I was going to do. March, April, fly to Texas, go meet with some fertilizer companies, start making fertilizer, sell fertilizer, sail off into the sunset. I found a fertilizer factory that was kind of 40 minutes out of Dallas, Fort Worth. I thought, that's cool, flying to Dallas, just drive there. I was going to buy a Dodge Challenger when I landed and just drive there. Yeah, that's me. And then as I started researching it more, I discovered that it's a lot more complex than that. and there's a lot of things that I need to do to be able to launch a fertilizer business in America. So it's going to probably take a little bit longer, but it'll be better. And so that's what I'm spending all my time on at the moment. Obviously, Water Pro is still growing every year, and I expect that it will forever. And probably from a personal standpoint, I, up until 2 weeks ago, I hadn't drank any alcohol for about 10 weeks. My relationship with alcohol is vastly different to what it was before that 10 weeks. I found I just woke up, and I'll probably do a separate video for this, but I found I was so tired of being hungover and feeling like shit. And so I just stopped. And at that point it was for me. And there was a period through that 10 weeks where I thought I'd never drink again. And then I kind of had this realization that I probably, I guess that's one definition of having control of alcohol, is never to drink again. I think a better definition for me was to choose in a positive way my interaction with alcohol. And I fully acknowledge that alcohol is poison, and that as humans we are much better off not having it as part of our lives. And if you want to go deep down some kind of rabbit warrens, that you could look at alcohol as a mechanism that's been put in place by people to control other people. I don't like to go down those rabbit warrens too deep, but I'm a better person without alcohol in my life, and I'm a better father, and I'm a better husband, and I'm a better friend, and I'm a more productive leader. I get a lot more done. My creative brain is more active. There's so many reasons not to drink, and there's not too many reasons to drink. So that's something that I've been working on, and I think will be continuing. It'll be a continuing thing to be aware of until maybe one day it's not. So yeah, that's it. Just a quick 12-minute update on what's going on. I don't know if I covered off everything well there, but I haven't done one of these videos for a while, and I really wanted this to be almost a brain dump diary entry. But I'm well, and things are going well. Yeah, that's it. Anyway, I'll leave it there. Have a great day. Be kind to each other. Most importantly, be kind to yourself. And I will continue to provide updates as I can.